unpack something really powerful today: the secret mindset of successful people. We're going to go way beyond the usual advice and really dig into what makes them think so differently. It's a question we've all probably asked ourselves at some point, right? You see two people with pretty much the same background, same opportunities, but one of them just takes off while the other stays stuck. So what's the difference? What's that one variable that changes the whole game? Now, the easy answers are always luck or, they were just born with talent. And hey, those things can play a part, for sure, but they are not the deciding factor. The real answer, the one that actually gives you control, is something else entirely. And there it is. That's the fundamental truth. Successful people don't just work harder. They operate from a completely different mental playbook. Their mindset is literally the engine that drives everything they do and all the results they get. So let's break down exactly what that looks like. First up, and this one is huge, is the conscious decision to choose growth. I mean, think about it. Most of the world is running towards comfort, but the most successful people, they're running straight towards the challenges. It really all comes down to the questions we ask ourselves. The average mindset is always asking, is this easy? It's looking for the path of least resistance. But the success mindset asks a much better question: will this help me grow? With just that one tiny shift, every single challenge becomes an opportunity and every mistake becomes a lesson. Okay, our second point builds right on top of that. It's all about perspective, specifically your time perspective. And honestly, this is one of the biggest mental shifts you can ever make. This is a total game changer. Are you just trying to get through this week? Or are you building for the next decade? So many people are trapped in the day-to-day, but successful people have the discipline to trade a little bit of comfort now for a much, much bigger payoff down the road. Just think about the kind of pressure Jeff Bezos must have been under when Amazon wasn't making any money for years. The critics were everywhere. But he was playing a completely different game, a longer game. He knew that building something truly massive takes patience. This next mindset shift is all about power. And I don't mean power over other people, I mean power over your own life. It's this idea of taking absolute 100% ownership of your world. We've all heard these, right? Heck, we've probably even used some of them. It's just so easy to point the finger at outside forces. It almost feels good for a second, but it's a trap. It's the mindset of a victim, not a creator. And successful people just refuse to play that game. Instead of making excuses, the ownership mindset is built around one simple, powerful question: what can I do about it? That one question completely shifts you from being a passive bystander in your own life to being the one in the driver's seat. It doesn't matter what happened. All that matters is what you do next. When you take responsibility, you take back control. Okay, let's talk about the F word: failure. For most people, it feels like an ending, a reason to just stop. For successful people, though, it's something totally different. It's just information. The difference really just comes down to one word: fear versus study. One is an emotional reaction that makes you want to avoid the situation forever. The other is an intellectual process that leads to getting better. This is why failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a critical stepping stone on the path to success. Consider this number: 10,000. That's about how many times Thomas Edison is said to have failed before he successfully invented the light bulb. Can you even wrap your head around the resilience it takes to get something wrong that many times and keep going? And here's the mindset in his own words. He didn't see 10,000 failures. He saw 10,000 learning experiences. Each so-called failure was just more data that got him one step closer to the answer. That's the mindset in action. And that brings us to our final and maybe the most important mindset shift of all. Successful people understand that the single greatest asset they will ever have is their own mind. The best investment isn't stocks or real estate. It's in yourself. It's this deep commitment to always be learning, reading all the time, picking up new and valuable skills, and, this is key, intentionally surrounding yourself with people who challenge you and inspire you to grow. It's just like compound interest for your brain. The knowledge you get today builds on itself, and it opens up doors for you tomorrow that you can't even see right now. Every book you read, every skill you learn, it all adds up, increasing your value and your potential. So, as we wrap this all up, let's redefine success for a second. It's not the job title, it's not the car, it's not the money in the bank. All of that stuff, those are just byproducts. They're not the main thing. At its absolute core, success is an internal game. It's the framework you use to see the world. It is simply the quality of your thinking. So, what is a mindset, really? It's just this, it's your default response. It's how you automatically react to challenges, how you interpret setbacks, and how you imagine what's even possible for your own future. And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. Your life isn't determined by your circumstances, it's determined by the mindset you choose to bring to those circumstances. So, the final question isn't what's going to happen to you, it's how will you choose to think about it?